How to make a survival game in Unity. What's going on, guys? My name is FenCodes. I'm a software engineer and a game developer, and this is going to be a series where I develop a fully functioning survival game. And yeah, let's just create the project. So I'm going to start out by making it a 3D I'm going to call this YouTube survival game, right? I'm just going to store it in my YouTube folder. /survival, and I'm just going to create it. If you guys don't have Unity installed, first link in the description. Yeah. So Unity uses C#, and I'll be teaching you guys C# as we go along, and I will be teaching you the basics of Unity. So, in this first tutorial, I'll be covering the basics, all the keybinds, and I'll put out a plane, like a terrain, for your character to walk around on. We'll probably implement textures in the next episode, and the episode after that, we will probably implement plants and trees. So I will see you guys when this loads. Alrighty guys, Unity has loaded, and the first thing we want to do, you guys want to look up here. This is everything that's going to be helping you. It's going to help you create objects, audio sources, cameras, and everything. So here you see this, you press Q for this. It's the hand tool. You can just move around using this. Then you have this tool, which is basically if you select an item in your hierarchy here, which is every item that you have in your current scene, you could just move it around like that. You can move it left, right, up, down. The next one is a rotate tool, so you can rotate your object, but you can also rotate it. If you go over here to rotation, I can achieve the same exact thing. As you can see, my camera preview is changing, and the rotation is also changing. The next thing will be the scale sort of thingy. So this will basically just make it bigger. You just don't see it on this particular object because it's a camera and there's no way I can make a camera bigger. But if I quickly make a cube, right, and I do this, you could see it makes it bigger. And like, I just made a platform, like within a couple of clicks. Oh, the next item, I'm just gonna bring this cube back. You don't have to add this, by the way. This is just the basics. The next item is the rectangular tool, which I can just scale. This is also another scale tool. I can press shift for a good even scale, or I could scale how I want. So if I have it like this and I press shift, it's just gonna revert it back, and I can move it how I want. The next item is just the moving tool, which is your W and your rotate tool all in one. So you can rotate it, Control Z to redo or undo, and you can move it around. You can move it around and rotate. Yeah. The last one, you can just edit box colliders and stuff. So here's the layout of Unity. On the top, you have your tools that we just talked about. You also have file, edit. As you can see, you have your keybinds. You can change it. You have your project settings, which you can also change when you're gonna export it as a, or this is just in general project settings. Your keybinds. Yeah. And you can get your assets. You have your components. You have your window, which are just these, really. I could just go layouts and then just change everything that's here. And there's help. You can report bugs, manage your license, whatever you want to do there. Then we move to the left side of the screen. We have our hierarchy, which is every object that's in our scene. This is a scene, by the way. As you can see, it's called sample scene because this is the first thing we made. You press Control S to save, by the way. As you can see, that asterisk just went away. As we move all the way down, you can see we have project, console, and the animation. Animation is like, let's say you have an axe, which we will implement probably in the 4th tutorial. You can animate it so it moves up and down, like swings from left to right, however we're gonna do that, but we will do it. Console, this will give you your errors, and this, if you need a log, a function like log test when a function is run to check if the function has run. This is where you do that. Okay, so then we're gonna have our all materials, all models, and then all prefabs. I don't personally use these. I import my own that I'll make in like Blender or Photoshop. Then you have your assets. Assets is your main folder. You're gonna have your scenes and then your sample scene. But if you guys didn't import your what's it called? Your standard assets, you can go to import package, but it's not here. And if you followed the old tutorial, you would see. If you didn't see the old tutorial, it's gonna be up here. And if you go up here, you just type in standard assets. You press that, and you press import. It's just gonna import this into your project. So I'll see you guys when it's there. Okay guys, as you can see, it opens up the import package. You can choose what you want here. I'm just gonna select all and just import. Now it's gonna write these files over to this assets folder, and the folder is gonna be called standard assets. So I will see you guys when it's done. Alright guys, my thing just finished importing. As you can see, we now have a scenes folder, which is just, it was there, I believe. Yeah. So the scenes folder was here. It's our current folder that we have open, sample scene. But now we have sample scenes, and now we have standard assets. Standard assets is where all of our assets are that we just imported. We can go back to our scene by pressing scene up here. This is the game view, by the way. And now we're in our assets folder. We have standard sample scenes. This is really just regular items that you can use. But the main part we want to focus on is standard assets. This is going to be the key to your entire game. Basically, we have our 2D assets. We have our cameras, we have our characters. This is a huge one because this decides whether you're going to be first person or third person. Cross-platform. Anyways, you can see that we have an error down here. GUI text is obsolete. If you guys fixed this already by checking out the old video, I'll teach you right now, really quickly. You want to have Visual Studio installed or any text editor. Notepad will do great. It's just that Visual Studio has its own like autocorrect. It'll like write your text for you if you have an error. So we're just gonna press this. As you can see, it opens up Visual Studio, and when it runs, I'll make a separate video on how to set this up with Unity. Stay tuned. And now it's just gonna load my solution projects. All right, here it is. So it's called the simple activator menu. This is what the problem is in. As you can see, simple activator menu, line 11. Okay. Line 11, public GUI text cam switch button. What we want to change here is just type in Unity engine dot UI dot text. Now you just go back, and you can see it's just gonna re-import some items, and here we go. Now it's done. We can clear this. And now we basically just fixed our standard assets, and let's just create a terrain real quick. I'm just gonna move it here real quick. Okay, that's good. So this is what our game will look like when we first run it. So we can run it. And yeah, it's been loaded apparently because all we have is a camera. So to fix this, guys, if you want to do this already, you come here, you select if you want a first-person character or if you want a third-person character. The third-person character, you just press prefabs and then you just drag your person on there. I'm going to be using the first person though. I'm going to go to prefabs and I'm going to just drag this out on here. You want to go up here. And also, by the way, guys, this is your inspector. This is what you use to drag your variables, set your variables. So we're going to go to the main camera and we're going to disable it. And now FPS controller, you double click an object to go to it. You run this. And as you can see, we are now in our game. Of course, this is horribly optimized because we only have 3 pieces of like objects in here. And as you can hear, footsteps are in. They are pretty loud, I will not lie. You can change your walk speed, your run speed, so I can just, but this is the game, so it's not actually going to change anything. I can make my walk speed 250 and my run speed 500, and it will break it because it's trying to run so fast. So we can just go to 150 and 100. It's so hard to tell which way I'm going at this moment, but if we go back to 5 and 10, you can see that we are going forward, we are going right, and we are going left, and we are going back. So that was not glitched when you just saw me run really fast. And yeah, you can change your jump sound and your land sound, and yeah. That's pretty much it for this episode, guys. Stay tuned for the next one. If you guys enjoyed it, be sure to leave a like and subscribe if you made it this far into the video. And I will see you guys in the next one. Peace out.